Haters gon' hate anyway, man.
Subscribe to the
This
channel,
in the lab live. Used to bake pies, now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see, it's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the bitch till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters, shout out my moderators. They make the show greater, main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad, they love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lack slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, where these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey,
this in the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.
Make sure if you haven't followed my Twitch, you do that. The link is in the chat. Make sure you didn't check out the upload on Ty Harris and Rainwater that I posted yesterday. Make sure you check that out as well. You know, and hit that like button. Man, if you ain't a member over here, man, and you love the content that I put out, make sure you grab a membership. I'm pretty sure that link is down there too. Good morning to everybody, man. Man. This is crazy. Breaking news, man. Man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to everybody out there in YouTube land, man. What's up, y'all? Vibe with Heavy Podcast. What's up, my guy? Man? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the love, y'all. Shout out to the love. We most definitely got blessed, been a member over here for 24 months. We got Miss Parker sent that 10 in. Shout out to Miss Parker, y'all. Make sure if y'all ain't subscribed to Miss Parker, y'all subscribe to Miss Parker, man. Shout out to my boy Big Mississippi Stepper for being a member over here for the last 26 months. Says salute, y'all. Salute y'all. I did that already, 100, but make sure you step on that like button, squad. Absolutely. Which bring me the paper bag. Hit the like button or get deported. How about that, mister? I'm gonna wait to see how the show go. Shout out to Reload Key for being a member for the last 21 months. She said get the likes up, go sub to I Got to Drop TV on Twitch, man. If you ain't over there, make sure you get over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rika for that 5-piece. Most definitely appreciate you as well, man. Yeah, man. We most definitely got a goal. I think we need like 3 more super chats. Don't matter, you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Send something in to help us reach the goal, y'all. Yeah, man, I'm up early, you know what I'm saying? I'm up early, man. We is most definitely up early. What's up with it, Cookie Monster? Shout out to Cookie Monster for being a member for the last 6 months, man. Absolutely. Some money on my head. I used to have had blood on it. Not no more. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So anyway, y'all. Yeah, man. I was up last night. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely caught wind of a live that was going on. You know, with the people that interviewed Key One. You know, Mr. Lawton. You know what I'm saying? Happened to be live last night. You know, and I most definitely got a message that said, hey man, you need to go over there. You know, these people is live. You know, so I went over there. You know, to see what was going on, man. And yeah, it was a lot being discussed there. I mean, usually we ain't been getting this type of information, you know, when it comes to the things that they do on real life street stars. You know, I went over there, you know, and I was shocked by some of the things that I heard. You know, I'm most definitely gonna tell y'all exactly what it is, you know, that's going on with this whole situation. All right, we got Show Is Ugly. Say Yellow Beezy just said straight out the gym in that song. He got with Trap called What We Doing or something like that. They can't get Mo 3 off their minds. Man, look, this case is gonna keep it on their minds, you know. Yeah, it's gonna keep it on their mind. Yeah, for real. Now, normally I don't believe nothing, you know what I'm saying, coming from over there. Usually it be a lot of mumbo jumbo. It don't really be nothing, you know, that be said when Key One does the little interview thing. He don't really say too much. I heard you here. So what's your honest opinion? I'm gonna give it to you after I give it to you, after I tell him what he said. Why Rain called the police while he was on the phone with Mo3? I don't know. I don't know if he actually ever called them or whatever. Well, we know he did, I guess, because he said he stayed on the phone the whole time, and they say that he kept a open line of communication, with 3 the whole time. So I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. If he was giving directions or something like that, maybe that's why. I don't know. Mahel got in there last night. Flip mode. I most definitely went over there, and I asked him all the questions, what I'm saying, that's been on my mind. He was still over there pleading his innocence, how innocent he is, how he didn't do nothing, how he wasn't on the highway, this, that, and the third. So I went over there. When I got over there, they had dropped the link for people to come up. He sure did flip for people to hit the link, right? So I hit the link. I jumped up there. Unbeknownst to me, before I got there, there was a little bit that was discussed before I got there, right? So they was talking, Mr. Lawton was talking, and basically he had Key One on the phone, and he was repeating, basically the things that Key One had to say. All right, so let's start here, right? One of the questions that I remember being asked was the PI lady. You know what I'm saying? They brought up the PI lady over there. Y'all know the PI lady that be around here. She be on these different channels, aka P. Saying if you're in the bushes or around, they most definitely brought you up, and asking, how did you, basically be able to come in contact with Key One? You know what I'm saying? And what was your purpose of being in contact with Key One? Well, according to Key One, she say he going to tell on Yella. LOL thought he was going to take the charge if they drop the cap. All right, show is ugly. I got something for you. Just calm down. He also said that he was on the phone when the police picked it up. That's what Rain have said in the past. Yeah, he was on the phone, and the police basically confirmed that he kept up in line with 03 the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's most definitely plausible that he was on the phone when they picked it up. Man, I like when you said, "Am I going to believe what the PW say he did?" Okay, all right. The paperwork. Yeah, it was okay. What the paperwork. Yeah, I most definitely told him. See, because he was over there. All right, before I lose my train of thought, let me keep on going with the PI situation, right? Yeah, drop a 1 if y'all done been over here, for a couple of months, and basically who I'm talking about when I say the PI lady. You know what I'm saying? The PI lady, Rose got on the link too. Talking about the PI lady. You know what I'm saying? Drop a 1 if y'all know who the PI lady is. So I don't have to say it again. Y'all know who the PI is, right? She be hanging over there with 8 nowadays. She be over there with 8, like it ain't no tomorrow. They like homegirls right now. MMK, he said, nah, nigga, don't watch me, because if the paperwork say you guilty, you guilty. Absolutely, that's what I told him. IGT, I wasn't finna beat around the bush with him. He started laughing, I started laughing too, but I'm really serious. Yeah, if the paperwork say you did it, nigga, you did it. Don't watch me. Hell, your audio is cutting in and out. Sound like service getting nervous every now and then. All right, well, it ain't nothing I can do about it. At this time, it's amazing. We just gonna have to work through it. We're gonna have to keep on. It's been doing that for the last couple of lives. I don't know why. It started out all good. I see a bunch of ones down there. Y'all know exactly who the PI lady is. Yeah, it's saying I ain't got no bars right now. My bars keep coming and going. It ain't nothing that I can do to change it. Yeah, ain't nothing I can do besides just try to push through it. I ain't double streaming or nothing like that. It just been acting the fool here lately. All right, so when it comes to the PI lady and how she got involved in all of this, according to Key One is saying that basically he feels like the PI lady was sent to him by none other than Ratchet, guys. You know what I'm saying? He says that the PI lady really wasn't a PI lady. She was really just a normal person, and that Ratchet allegedly sent her to Key One. That's what he said. He said, man, I feel like Ratchet sent over here, man. And he's suing the jail where he was locked up at that gave the PI lady his paperwork or whatever, you know, his book he was writing, which he called the non-fiction book. He said the book was non-fiction. She got some lyrics to some songs he was doing, as well as his paperwork. He said some little paperwork from the facility where he was housed at. He put a case on that facility because he said he wanted her to get certain things and wind up giving her everything, you know what I'm saying? So I guess the paperwork that she had over there at that time when she was over there with Ratchet was really his paperwork, you know what I'm saying? It was really his, because he most definitely said that they gave her everything. He had stamps and stuff like that to send different things to different places. That's what he was trying to do, because he knew he was finna get shipped out. So he was gonna mail out certain things and send it to different places, but they wound up giving the PI lady all of his stuff. So, you know, the stuff back then was actual factual stuff that Ratchet had, because they wind up releasing all of that information in the book and the song and all this stuff right here to the PI lady by mistake. You know what I'm saying? So he said that he's going to be suing the facility where he was housed at for giving out his information, you know, giving out his paperwork and things of that nature, I guess without his permission, right? That one of the things that was brought up over there, you know, regarding the PI lady. So then, you know, as they kept talking, some other things came up. Jose Bodega name came up in the situation. You know, they started speaking on Jose. It says, Mahel, that PI lady be so high out them earth 30, I can't understand. I can't understand the word that comes out of her mouth. All right, so they start talking about Bodega, guys, and I know people like Rainwater, you know, and a lot of people over here in the most sector have most definitely been feeling like Jose Bodega got something to do with this whole situation, which he may have, but come find out. Just like we speculated, you know, according to Key One, just like we speculated, you know, when Yellow Beezy started asking for Jose Bodega's phone records from the courts or Securus or whatever, his recorded phone calls, you know, and filing motions to basically get the paperwork and the statements and things of that nature of the people that were talking, or people that basically put his name off in it, right? You know, well, according to them, they're saying that it's a fact. You know, according to them, they're saying that it's a fact, but that Bodega is working with them people. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely put it out there. Said Bodega was working with them people, y'all. Yeah. So basically, he was giving them information, right? Talking to him, you know, telling them whatever it is that he know. We got Peaches in the building. Yeah, Peaches. You know what I'm saying? Said that you was not a real PI, and that you was sent to him by Ratchet TV, you know, trying to get some information off of him, and that the stuff that was given to you was given to you by mistake. He never wanted you to have all of that. He was basically going to send it somewhere else, but the jail wound up giving it to you, and since they gave it to you, he filing a whole lawsuit against the jail. That's what they said. All right, so when it comes to Bo, just so you know, I ain't making this up. You most definitely go fact check it. You know, go look at the channel over there, or what Loudon at, and they most definitely said these things last night. Y'all make sure y'all help me reach that goal, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but 3 of them left, and it don't matter what you're seeing. It could be 99 cents. Just make sure you tap on that white button top screen that says 2 out of 5, man. So it goes to the goal, man. Help your boy reach the goal. I'm giving y'all this info, you know, that I picked up. Whether you choose to believe what this guy has to say or not, this is what he said, you know. Yeah, what's up, Josh? We ain't even got to you yet. You know what I'm saying? And how you may be working with Key One Defense. And I'm playing. Yeah, man, I gotta troll you. Shout out to my boy Josh in the building, man. Room 901. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely in the building, man. Tell CB I said what's up. All right, so when it comes to Bodega, they most definitely said Bodega was talking, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he was giving statements to the laws or whatever. He was working with them in some kind of way, right? So then, you know, as I said there, they brought up even more names. Let's talk about Jerry, right? After that last interview with real life street stars, they brought up Jerry name again surface. Either somebody asked a question, or basically they just brought him up. And just like a lot of y'all said, you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of us felt when he brought that name up, and was calling him Dog and saying Dog was working with them people and telling also, guess what? They said that Jerry is working with them people. You know what I'm saying? Jerry done caught a case or whatever, and Jerry trying to get himself out. So Jerry is basically working with them people as well. So we got Jose Bodega that they said is working with them people, giving up information. We got Jerry Johnson, who's allegedly working with those people, giving up information. Josh and them said this one day on their show over there. When they be breaking stuff down, they most definitely went through the paperwork and was like, man, it could be this scenario, it could be that scenario. And one of the scenarios was that Jerry could be giving up information, right? So Jerry and Bodega so far, right? When those names was brought up, that's what they said. All right, so we move along. As they sitting over there still discussing, talking whatever. They talking about the case. Another name came up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Which really took me out because I'm like, hold on, what? They started talking about the biggest, the largest. When y'all first start hearing about the biggest, the largest, nope, take that back, because Jose Bodega was the biggest, the largest. That's who they was talking about, not Big X the Plug. Just so y'all know that when he said the biggest, the largest, he wasn't talking about Big X the Plug. He was talking about Jose Bodega being the biggest, the largest. Remember, they asked him, well, in your paperwork, what name was you shocked to see? And he was like, the biggest, the largest, right? So they was also saying that Key-One defense team haven't had time to go over everything that's off in the paperwork. Said he been in the feds, he ain't talked to his lawyer, since been over there. So now that he's back in Dallas County and they trying to take him to court or whatever, he needs time to be able to go over the paperwork. They say they haven't out of 5 years, you know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff that's been going on, Key-One's team is saying that they haven't seen the paperwork, right? Which is gonna lead to something else I'm finna tell y'all in a minute. But anyway, back to the snitching people, right? So as they talking about the people that's snitching, and I didn't want to believe that it's true because I don't see this guy as this type of person. You know what I'm saying? Devin, Jerry, and Bodega all flip state. Yeah, that was something I'm finna get to. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely implicated Devin Brown, Jossie Baby Daddy, as working with those people, guys. You know what I'm saying? They said that he's been telling, guys. They said that Devin has been in there singing like a bird, guys. Says that Devin has most definitely been cooperating with the state. He's been telling them everything that he knows. He most definitely is a snitch as well. LOL, that live sound juicy. They said that he's a snitch as well. So Devin, Mr. Everybody going, the roles they played and the moves they made. This is a movie. Watch to the fourth quarter. Nobody ever won the game in the beginning of the game. Mr. Throw that out there in the very beginning, the first day, that he got fit. They saying as far as Key-One them go, Key-One's attorney and Key-One himself is saying that Devin has most definitely been giving up info while he's been locked up, guys. Maybe that's why we haven't heard from him. He's been the most silent throughout this whole entire ordeal, guys. You know what I'm saying? And basically they saying that Devin Brown done flip. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically working with them people, man. How many of y'all out there, knew that it was Devin? Like Devin, when I first seen it, I believe I went live and said, look, man, you know what I'm saying? I believe that Devin was telling I told, man, it just made sense. He put out that public service announcement, when they first got him out in there, and told everybody basically what was gonna go down. Like, bro, Everybody gonna play for the role they made, every role they played, and the decisions they made. You know, if you was involved, you going down, because he wasn't finna be sitting in there by himself. Now, see, this ain't no speculatory stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speculating. I'm telling y'all, you know, what these people said. This is coming from Key1, you know what I'm saying? This is coming from Key1 out his own mouth, saying that these people are in there telling on him. He said a lot of y'all felt like he was a snitch. I did. I'm gonna raise my hand. I felt like he was talking to, you know what I'm saying? I most dead and probably still feel like that. But anyway, yeah, I most definitely felt like he was talking to and still feel that way. But you know, they ain't gonna never tell us exactly what it is that they doing. You know, they gonna most definitely point a finger at other people. You know, yep, Devin Ben told us he was gonna tell on everybody. Peaches light skinned Mike and said you stole his. Oh my goodness. Watch the movie play out. Everybody gonna pay for their part they played. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Watch the movie play out. Now, I most definitely felt like Key1 was in there, you know, doing a little bit of talking, you know, and I got pulled on some stuff, you know. They most definitely questioned me about my motive, you know. Hey man, you know, you can't be going to GPT and Google and all of that. Are we supposed to be mad at turning state? I'm not mad at them. China, no, we're not supposed to be mad. This is just the update. I ain't mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at Jossie for turning them in. I ain't mad at Jackie for turning in Key1. I'm not mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's good that they turn slate. Tell on them. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, tell on them. That's the only way we're going to get true justice. That's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of all of this that's going on. So no, I'm not mad at nobody. It was obvious after he got the 300K bond. Let's talk about it, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna get to you in a minute, Josh. You know what I'm saying? You just hang out because you ain't off the hood yet. We're gonna get to you. I definitely knew. He had to work with them. He the one made the call. Yeah, it was very telling. Yeah, man. Listen, T. They said, you know what I'm saying? Well, Key1 said basically based off of the things that happened in that little court hearing they had the other day, you know, he got the paperwork or whatever. He was surprised by some of the names that was on there that was working against him, you know, and basically that Devin, you know, is in there singing like a hummingbird. You know, he's singing like a singing bird. So Devin is most definitely, you know, according to Key1 and his attorney, in there talking, guys. Going back to the class, hey, Mahel, hey, T, you know what I'm saying? All right, you know, and they tried to see if Key1 was going to say he knew your daughters, just so you know, and he most definitely said he don't know nothing about them. They even went as far as to say Jackie said she was the one that turned them in, and he still didn't have an opinion on that, but he most definitely stood in it and said that he don't know your daughter. So just so you know before you go to the class, which he been done said it, but you know they try to see if people gonna change their story, and they asked him again, and he said he don't know them, you know, at all. Key1's says probably is telling too. All right, my mother girl screaming justice for 3, but calling people rats. Well, I did see that happening. You know, I seen that happening around here. I ain't want them people to call them no rat, you know, because that's the only way that we're going to get justice is by them doing exactly what they did, which was tell them people exactly what they know. Shout out to I Am the Streets for the being a member for the last 24 months. Not you, Mahel. I know you not. I know. I was just saying, you know, man, I don't believe Key1 all the way. That was him running on that freeway. That's where his truth can start. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I believe that was him running down that highway too. And I most definitely basically told him that, you know, about the footage, because he was saying he ain't seen nothing. And today, something's supposed to be happening today. All right, let's go. All right. I didn't turn him in. I just put eyes on him. According to the court documents, some girl he was messing with turned him in. Okay, Jackie, absolutely. My bad. Shout out to Jackie being in the building. Most definitely gave him a point in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Could this be the person? You know, I think this is the person that was running the highway. Let's go, Jackie. It's all good. My bad. You know, but hey, we still there. But yeah, okay, I bet. I'm most definitely snitching on everyone. I'm not doing life for nobody. All right, we got Black Apache that says, hell, we grown now. Stop. You know what I'm saying? every 5 seconds already dealing with the police. Man, you shut up, Black Apache. You don't tell me how to talk. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say know what I'm saying as many times as I want to say it. You want me to stop saying it? Send $100 via super chat, and I'll try to order my step and take that word out of my vocabulary for this show. Until then, shut the hell up and get the information the way that I deliver it. If you don't like it, go find it somewhere else. How about that? Why you talking about saying what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, 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 know what I'm saying. Now get out of here. Yeah, you like it. Shout out to the cut up girl for that $5. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Know what I'm saying? Yo, to good come in here trying to all my steps and the way that I speak. Boy, you can't change nothing. You hit that super chat or super sticker with $100. I'll try to, clean it up just for you. I'll let you feel like you run something over here. But until then, you take it how I give it, you know what I'm saying, or get on, because you ain't gotta be here anyway. You probably one of them haters didn't hit the like button anyway. Know what I'm saying? With your good grown self. But anyway, y'all, where I was at, they done threw me out track, got me over here, going off. Where was I at? We was talking about Devin. Okay, no, Jackie came and corrected me and said that she wasn't the one that actually just turned him in, just put eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? Looks a lot like him. Correction, right? Ain't that where I was at? All right, so we got Bodega that's telling, Jerry Johnson that's telling, and they said that Devin was telling. All right, so they told us all 3 of these people already that was allegedly telling, right? So then they go on a little bit. Yeah, order my words, dear Lord. Let's go, Roach. You know what I'm saying? I will most that see YouTube. They paying me, to order my steps over here, not use a bunch of profanity, this, that, and the third. So I try to clean up my act for them. But when it comes to saying, I'm saying, you can't tell me nothing. Mahel, what about him giving his paperwork out? Now, see, that's the thing, Queen T. He says that he didn't give it out on purpose. He said that the PI lady was never supposed to get that, and that the jail made a mistake by giving her all of his paperwork, and he put a case on the jail for doing that. So she was never supposed to get all of his paperwork, according to him. It was only certain documents she was supposed to get, and then he had bought stamps to send them out to the rest of the places. What the hell is this, Mahel? We talking about what's going on in the 3 cases as of right now. Can we at least say the house help whoever done this? I don't know, Barbecue, because according to all the people, they don't even know, they don't know them like that, from what I heard. All right, so as they was going over the list of people that was telling y'all, I was shocked when they brought up one name to me. My bad, sir. Back on these monsters that took a special person from us, RIP3. Oh, Nash, it ain't your bad. You thought you was gonna come here being funny. You almost got deported. All right, so as they was going over the names of people that was telling y'all, they brought up Trap Boy. You know what I'm saying? They brought up Trap Boy, and they basically the same thing as Devin, the same thing as Devin, Jose Bodega, and who else I leave out? Devin, Jose Bodega, because I know I done said 3 of them already. It's somebody else that I'm leaving out that was doing some telling. I done forgot. Dang. Anyway, they brought up Trap Boy and said that basically Trap Boy is working with them people. I don't know how true it is. They brought up him being Jerry. There we go. Thank you, David. So right now we got Devin, Bodega, and Jerry all working with them people, according to Key One. According to him saying that that's what he found out through viewing his paperwork. Let me plug back up these earphones. So, like I said, they started talking about Trap Boy and Trap Boy's involvement in all of this. And a lot of y'all have been speculating that Trap Boy may have been telling, right? Y'all, well, according to them, dang, y'all hear that whistle trying to plug up these headphones before they die. All right, so then they brought up Trap. And they start talking about Trap, and a lot of people have speculated that Trap might be telling as well. Well, according to Key One, them, Trap is most definitely telling y'all. So he had to read his paperwork. He found Queen T. He says he found out this the other day when they all had to go off in there, for that little for the little hearing they had. You know, that was his first time to glance and look at his paperwork, and he says that he was shocked to see the role that Trap Boy was playing in all of this. Now, a lot of people thought the Trap Boy was going to keep it solid. You know, a lot of people thought he was going to get up on that stand and plead the fifth. Shout out to AC Secure for that $2, you know, and not say nothing. You know, that everybody, you know, looks at Trap a different way. You know what I'm saying? It felt like he wasn't going to say anything. Well, according to Devin, according to Key One, Trap Boy's telling on him too. And he was surprised and shocked because he looked up to Trap. You know, he looked at Trap a certain way. And he was heartbroken when he found out that Trap, this paperwork. But hell, when did he come out? I'm late. Did Key One do an interview? Last night, last night with Lawton, Key One put this information out and said that Trap Boy is working with them people against him, and he was shocked to see Trap Boy name in his paperwork. Yeah, I wish I was lying. Man, when they said it, I asked the question like 3, 4, 5 times. Anybody that was over there, y'all seen me ask it. Shout out to Miss Pooh Bear for that $2. I appreciate it. Shout out to Gina for that $3. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Since they all telling, can we get the person that was close to 3 that was working for Trap? Drum roll, please. Well, that's the question that maybe if they go live again, we'll be able to ask. So he is admitting that's him. Well, he was still saying that he was innocent. You know what I'm saying? He's saying innocent in this. I guess he's like, they trying to set me up in so many words. He feels like they might be trying to set him up. But he was definitely said, you know, that Trap name was in his paperwork. When he jumped on the freeway, he was dry snitching then. Okay, all right. A lot of y'all feel like he may be. You know, he did go live. Key One says that Trap Boy is in his paperwork and he working with them people. That was indeed getting his questions asked. I'm telling you, Queen T, I was over there asking them all. Right, Mahel, I was over there. Y'all seen me? Man, I was blown away. I'm like, hold on, for real? Hold on, man. What? You know, I'm like, hold on, what? Man, hold on. So y'all saying that Trap was two-stepping with people? I mean, he was, you know what I'm saying, doing the Harlem Shake with them people. I'm trying to code it, you know, the best as I can, you know, to get a full understanding, because I wasn't trying to get it wrong, y'all. You know, I didn't want to, you know, set y'all up for the hokey doke. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to everybody that gifted something. Anything beats a blank. Shout out to y'all, you know, for helping your boy reach that goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that donated something. You know, I don't care even if it was $1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I was like, what? Man, y'all, is you serious, man? Hold on. Y'all saying Trap was snitching? And it's like, man, absolutely, man. The Key One was hurt. That's what Lawton was saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, GP. Let most definitely, let's do that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Shout out to Mr. Lawton, man. You know what I'm saying? For bringing us this info. Like I said, man, we haven't been getting much of nothing to try to unalive me. That's what he said. What's up? What's up, Key One favorite blog? How you doing?
I'll take
my boy Josh. You know what I'm saying? Key One's favorite blog, man. You know, I know that had to be like, whoa, you know, when he said that, Josh. You know what I'm saying? He most definitely said, y'all be spot on over there, you know, when it comes to breaking it down, though.
Yeah, that's no. I think that's because shit, we still be over there saying he's guilty and shit. I don't think he was innocent at all. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's talking about the longest. Because you gotta understand, man. Even when you be up there talking to him, now I wanted to put this in the chat when I was watching, but I couldn't type. But even when you be up there talking to him, and I told you this before, like they'll debate with you. You know what I'm saying? They'll argue with you, but really, bro, in a lot of situations, a lot of conversations, you know more than them. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So it's a possibility that Key won't be around here watching stuff. And you know what I'm saying? He hears certain things and he don't know if it's true or not until you know it's true. So like I told you, like before his hearing, we did it live. You know what I'm saying? The upload we did a whole live. We broke down the Devin versus Key One, you know what I'm saying, legal chess moves and all that. Then we showed how know what I'm saying, Jerry Johnson, all them, they didn't flip. You know what I'm saying? We showed that through the documents and paperwork, just through the legal procedure. Yeah, we showed Jerry Johnson his case being inactive and what that mean and all that shit. You know, stuff he can't do while he in there. He probably just getting hearsay until he get an official word from his lawyer.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? And I found it very interesting, you know, that he basically, you know, went on record as far as over there with Lawton and say that these people have flipped and they are snitching and they are talking and basically threw Trap out there as being a snitch too. What did you think about that, Josh?
Man, that's crazy work, but it's already like a lot of this stuff been speculated. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure once we get the Trap, we're gonna get the Trap. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be proven and all this stuff. Whether he doing it or not. I heard some people say he got secret indictments and all this stuff in 2022. I ain't looked it up or nothing yet, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, man, especially this day and age. I think, you know what I'm saying, if you gonna be a snitch, if you gonna be a street nigga and a snitch to this day and age is the best day to do it. To be honest with you.
Man, it is crap, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, whoa, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, for real, y'all gonna put that on Trap like that, you know? Because most people be feeling like Trap gonna keep it silent. Trap ain't gonna say nothing. Trap gonna get up there and plead the fifth. Well, according to him, you know what I mean? He finna tell it all. The membership link, I just put it in the chat to anybody that want it. It's right there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, when
Trap
it comes
is somewhere obligated
like,
to
wow.
Trap gotta cooperate. Trap bound by the state. He gotta cooperate.
Dang, man.
Ain't he on like parole or something like that? Probation or parole?
Yeah, he on parole. You know, he just got out the feds not too long ago. He served like a year, and he still got some more time to be on there. So basically, right now, he on parole.
Now the only thing he probably got going if this case gets stretched out far enough to where he off parole, but as long as he on parole, he can't plead the fifth. He can't not cooperate. Like that's one of the stipulations.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So he said that Jerry Johnson, Dog, you know what I'm saying? He basically linked Dog to being actually Jerry Johnson. I know it was a lot of speculation about whether he was actually talking about Jerry Johnson when he was saying Dog, because they be saying, you know, that Lawton be piecing the interviews together, this, that, and the third. But he basically confirmed Dog being Jerry Johnson and that Jerry Johnson is most definitely snitching as well as Bodega. Man, I was like, dang, he put everybody out there.
I give you this right here. Jerry Johnson's subpoena was executed by hand, so they should let you know everything you need to know right there. Wasn't that Jose Bodega? Jose Bodega's subpoena was executed by hand. By hand. So they should let you know everything you need to do right there. Yeah, hand to hand. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Them boys working, man. And like I said, it looked like the GRC trying to make sure that this M don't pop up in their murder. So it look like they turn it on Beezy and make it look like it's a Beezy thing and not a GRC thing. That's what it looking like.
So Trap, you think Trap only filed in here because he's bonded, because he in trouble, basically, you know, or he may have had something to do with this whole situation as well? You know, I know a lot of us
I got a whole presentation.
Oh, you got some stuff.
I don't want to give up too much, but Trap, but you know, it's different portions to this. You know what I'm saying? The only portion, because you remember they said the 40,000 was just a portion. So apparently, other people that paid, other people that was a part of the planning. You know what I'm saying? We just probably ain't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably get there once the trial starts and certain things, certain testimonies and stuff come up. You know what I'm saying? People get cross-examined and all that. The Trap ain't really gave us too much. Like he got some of his songs. I got some things I'm gonna show one day soon. You know what I'm saying?
I know he got some things in his songs. I know for sure he had five bands for his head and for his leg. Another 10 bands. Remember that song? For something else. 50 bands, you know what I'm saying, for his head.
I get this to y'all. Y'all know y'all talk about the meeting, right?
Yeah, this meeting.
Y'all know. All right, Trap actually depicted the meeting on one of his music videos. I want to say put it on the shirt where he was on a whiteboard. Nah, I ain't talking about he rapped about it. I'm talking about he put it in the video where they was on the. Yeah, he had the whiteboard up. He showed the house. He showed how he had all that. You have to watch the video. I think it's put it on the shirt. I got the clips of it. I just can't remember what video I got it from.
Whoa!
It was one of them songs he made after three died. He got the nigga in the ski mask, all that. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that's crazy, Josh, man. Dang, dog. It's a lot going on with this whole situation, bro. You know, it's a lot going on. I couldn't believe it when he basically just put out there that Trap was snitching, bro. I was really blood. That really caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. You know, because I be hearing about Trap reputation and how much he loved in Oak Cliff and how he stand up, dude, this, that, and the third. And even though it was speculated that he might be talking, to hear Key-One then basically come out and say that he talking, I'm like, whoa.
Man, all them niggas talking. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if it don't be a trial at all. All these niggas just plea out because too many niggas talking. It's too many niggas talking, and if Trap talking, it's really gonna get sticky. You already know, Rainwater already said he made a statement.
Yeah, Rainwater, he did. He said, I remember what I told them people, but do you remember what you told them people? That's the question. That's what Rainwater said. Ballin said the one you talking about is Laugh Now. That's the video where he.
There we go. I knew it was one of the songs he made after he died.
All right, Mr. Mason say everybody wanted the job done, but nobody wants what's coming behind getting the job done. Josh Wright, Josh knows it. MF said Scorpion got going on, man.
You gotta be, man. Yeah. You gotta keep your nose to the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? If you sit around and wait on a blog, or you know what I'm saying, these folks be into storylines and narratives, they really don't care about the details and following what's going on in the trial. Like Mahel gonna give y'all the breakdown on the highway, the witnesses. Like you gonna actually get the information over here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of places just into the storyline, so you got to keep your nose to what's going on.
Absolutely.
If you ain't able to look it up before it hit YouTube, then you probably gonna be shit out of luck. But these people gonna play with you.
Absolutely. So today, we supposed to be getting, I guess, the documents as far as the paperwork stuff supposed to come out today, right? I heard y'all talking about Monday, which is today is Monday.
It sounded like last night where I got from him, Key-One filed a motion of continuance, the same thing that Devin did. But I don't think no paperwork, so this probably gonna come out, the motion. And you know they gotta state their grounds for the motion, so this gonna have more details in it on why they want the motion. So they might give us some more details on this and that. But as far as names and all this stuff, nah, this stuff ain't coming out.
That ain't coming out yet. Barbecue said, Barbecue say, so Josh, you riding with Key-One now? Just ask.
Man, hell nah. Y'all gotta remember, man. Look, I know a lot of y'all sleep on the channel, but y'all go check my catalog. I'm the one to put out that Key-One might be in there, with HIV or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't cut no slack on Key-One, but the information, you know, I just feel like, man, now that more of these people talking, the closer we get to trial, the less we should speculate. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much paperwork. Like, some things we gotta speculate on, like the Money Maya, this, that, and the third, but you should be questioning anybody around here saying there wasn't Key-One on the highway. Anybody's around here saying Key-One innocent. Them folks to help Key-One more than anything. I'm saying I may be giving Key-One some information about his circle and about some other niggas that he didn't know, but I ain't no defense building over here. Hell no.
Yeah, so Josh is not working with them. I was just,
I ain't even going there. I don't even want to talk to the nigga.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk to the nigga.
I just wanted to go up there because I wanted to see if he was gonna lie, which he did. You know what I'm saying? He told me he didn't remember saying nothing about Big B Shop. He most definitely did. Most definitely told us that.
But see, Mahel, see, whether you know it or not, Mahel, you helping his defense because the nigga didn't know about that. You know what I'm saying? How he able to prepare for it? Think about it. That's why I don't give these niggas no information, because I know that what they are here for. They gonna have to get it. If I go live or something, they gonna have to sit in the bushes. But yeah, because I know these niggas don't know a lot of shit, regardless of how close they is to it. Key-One behind the wall. He ain't in there getting, you know what I'm saying, paperwork and watching YouTube lives. All that. There's a lot of shit we got that he ain't got. He probably can get somebody on the outside to get in and read it to him, but they don't even know enough to go look for this and that.
And that was the crazy part. He ain't got none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of off guard about that. About the talking to Ducky P about the unaliving. Y'all, man, nah, I ain't phone, man. This nigga, that's in the paperwork, nigga.
Niggas don't know
they
what
most definitely got to record to you.
Yeah, and we didn't look through everybody's paperwork. So he probably just got his, but he ain't seen what's in the other nigga paperwork, what the other nigga didn't say. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looked at the witness statements and what the people on the highway didn't say. He ain't got all of that. He might get it once he get his discovery and his lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case might be, but up until now, he ain't had that shit.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like it's nothing that they're going to put in there that he's going to be able to have a defense to. He's going to say that he wasn't the dude in the gray hoodie, you know, what he was to go that route. Well, this dude said that it was this right here, but at the same time, that don't refute the fact, bro, that you was running down the highway shooting a weapon your damn self. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they already got you on camera, but his whole, leaving the crib and all of that. His whole what? Go ahead.
Right. Nah, but like last night, when he was telling him Lawton to tell me something, he was basically telling me his defense. His whole defense is he wasn't paid to do nothing, so he wanted to get that capital squashed down to an M, and then he gonna fight that M all the way out because he don't feel like they got no proof to prove that he actually committed the M. But his first step is to prove that he wasn't paid to do anything. But I feel like you, like I feel like it's easier said than done, man.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's gonna be able to prove that he. Yeah, because they already got the car stacked against Yellow Beezy, you know, with his portion of this 40,000. Whoever told that, whoever overheard him talking to one and all of that, and plus the bank, they bringing in people from banks over banks, and you know this type of thing right here. Like, bro, it's gonna be hard for you to prove that you didn't get paid, my boy. It's gonna be almost impossible. The only way you're gonna be able to do this is they push y'all back. The only thing that might help before you. If y'all after Yellow, but if they do y'all before Yellow, man, it's over. In my opinion, because
they gotta do them before Yellow. They got to.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like because I'm saying if they was to get Yellow up there and Yellow was to get found innocent of paying money, then okay, you can be able to weasel your way up out of there by saying, well, he got caught, he got found innocent, you know, so there's no way he could have paid me anything. If they do y'all before him, you got to basically prove you ain't get no money. How you gonna do that when they got this evidence stacked against you? They got somebody that says they overheard you on the phone, you know, making the deal to get the money. So if you made a deal to get the money and they said they didn't even pay you, you still made a deal to do that shit for some money. That's how they gonna look at it.
Right. Yeah, see that's the next one we're gonna do the Yellow Beezy versus Jose Bodega, because a lot of, I mean, it's a lot. It's Beezy do have somewhat of an out if he can execute it right. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how strong these witness statements is, because you see Beezy requesting all these different records, all these different phone calls, and all these different things. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use it potentially to impeach the witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Jose Bodega on the phone, if they can get Jose Bodega on the phone talking about this and talking about that, and never bring up Yellow Beezy not one time, and the first time you hear about Yellow Beezy from Jose Bodega mouth is in the courts, it's gonna look kind of faulty. Because we got you on the phone saying this and saying that, talking about it, and you never brought up Beezy. So it's stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that Beezy can probably use against him if it's there.
Absolutely. But as far as Beezy just walking, I don't see that happening. I know a lot of people want him to, and they feel like he's getting framed, this, that, and the third. I don't see him just walking, bro. I feel like, you know, they got a lot against Beezy, and Beezy the only place he walking to is his cell. You know, once they get him off in there, and keep on with this whole, I ain't the one that pulled the trigger and took out Mo 3. Okay, but you was still the one running down the highway. You played a part. You just as guilty as the person that pulled the trigger that actually unalive it, man.
Right. Then when they was on there last night talking about the lawyers saying that they don't know why Devin Brown and Yellow Beezy even on the case, they don't have. You got to, like, that's one sided. You know, of course your lawyer gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? It's a defense. Yeah. That's a defense attorney. I'm pretty sure we talk to the state prosecutor. They'll tell you why. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one thing when you listen to Key One Law, you know, so you gotta understand this one side of information. It comes from Key One and his defense.
All right, so Scorpion Goddess, according to Key One and Lawton, they saying that Key One's whole defense team is doing this pro bono, meaning they doing it for free. So ain't nobody paying them.
It's crazy too, though. It's crazy. It's crazy. They
yeah,
may
he got
be
some
clean some
Go
shit.
Van. He got some Go Van stuff going over
here. Yeah, there might be a way, you know what I'm saying, to for them to, you know, to give him a lawyer or something like that and just say he doing it pro bono so you won't be able to trace no money back or something and just get
or no deal
paid at the end or something like that.
Maybe so. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that as far as Go Van went too, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he's just up here giving this statement and telling y'all this out the kindness of his heart. He wasn't off no kind of deal, you know, none of this and none of that when it came to Cornelius. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he most definitely was offered some, you know, and why he was up there, but they just couldn't say that. So it may be the same way in this situation too, you know, where they just saying, yeah, man, he's just doing it just because. No, hell no. But I also found it interesting too, you know, with Key One saying that everybody else snitching, he ain't said nothing. I found that interesting too. He put it on everybody else. Oh man, they all snitching. Everybody else snitching. I ain't said nothing. Go ahead.
But from the looks of it, it's true though. And I think there's also why Key One, you know what I'm saying, like commentary. You know, we say he guilty or whatever, but I mean, it don't look like he talking right now. You know what I'm saying? It don't like he been offered no deal. You could tell Devin was offered a deal. He got a $300,000 bond. You know what I'm saying? He been moving throughout this whole trial process as he been cooperating with the state. And plus, the obvious, he came in saying that everybody who played their role gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jose Bodega. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he doing. He'd have been subpoenaed. His subpoena was executed by hand. They didn't let him out of jail early, whatever. Woo. We know what Jerry got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we can't. If you look at how Key One been moving, look at the documents, at the paperwork, you ain't got nothing as far as his movements, how he been handling the trial. They say he been talking. He ain't been offering no deal. None of that.
But people feel like he been doing the most talking on the internet. May not been talking directly to the
that's one thing.
He been on here talking. We ain't heard from nobody else but him.
Yeah, but he been doing self-snitching though. Because the niggas he been talking about already cooperating. That's why he talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he ain't gave us nothing. He ain't gave us nothing on bees. But yeah, he talk about Jerry, Devin, Jose Bodega, and them.
Yeah, I do. He most definitely been vetting.
And he also snitched on himself. Now you got trapped.
Yeah, he definitely be telling on himself too, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he will. But you know, he be doing a little bit of lying too, though. I called him in the club last night, like when I asked him about Becky P in the phone conversation. Like, nah, nigga, you lying, nigga. You ain't got no phone, nigga. Hell nah, nigga. They saying, nigga, you is most definitely guilty, nigga. What are you talking about? Here you go, right here in black and white for you, just in case you didn't know. I bet you leaving your camera on. We got somebody back there. You leaving your camera on or you turning it off? Thumbs up if you leaving it on. All right. What's up, Goon?
Hey, what's good, y'all? Hey, so boom, you know.
What up, Goon?
Yeah, boy, somebody been watching you. Somebody been watching you. You know what I'm talking about?
Like Key One been watching for a long, ever since the escape room, man. We had put out when we did that interview with Stunchy, and we asked Stunchy, do he believe what happened to Mo 3 was a hit? And Stunchy said, yeah, but the people we think had something to do with it, that woo. Key One took that, and ever since then he been saying that he ain't the one on the highway. So he been watching. He been watching.
So boom, I got a few questions because I'm lost in the sauce, but I know, yeah, I couldn't watch the playback, Josh, without hearing Room 901. So I'm like, damn, nigga, Josh, goddamn,
Giving him some hella promo.
Man, listen, so boom. So here's the question. Because my thing is, if he talking about it ain't no trial, did anybody find out, well, when is the trial? Which one is it?
Well, Devin, see, you got I'll go ahead, man, my bad.
Nah, I was just finna say what you were finna say. Go ahead, enlighten them.
Yeah, because people, see, when Key One talk, you gotta understand, Key One ain't talking for everybody involved. Key One talking for himself. You know what I'm saying? So Key1 filed a continuance, and we haven't seen their paperwork yet. It's gonna be out today, so we don't know the next date that his lawyer put in for. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be this year, but Devin Brown, we got his motion of continuance, and the date his lawyer put in for is November 17th.
Of
So
2025.
Key1 might not be going to trial this year, but I don't think Key1 can speak for everybody else,
But you
especially
talking
Devin.
about 2025, which is this. You talk about next month, right?
Yeah, November. Yeah, but it ain't been granted or nothing yet. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if the lawyer, I mean, the judge, you know what I'm saying, granted that motion and that date yet. But that's the date that Devin Brown lawyer put in for Thursday, November
All
17th.
right, boom. I appreciate that clarity. All right, now here's what I got to ask y'all two gentlemen. Is it just me, or do it feel like they trying to sweep all the written, documented history of the sector underneath the rug and paint a new picture and narrative? Are y'all getting that from this or not?
Say that one more time. I just put my headphones on.
I basically was saying, do y'all think that when I'm talking about, let me talk specific, Mr. Lawton, do y'all think he's backtracking and he's trying to rewrite the narrative with the information that's been put out?
All right, so as far as Mr. Lawton go with me, you know, by what he showed me last night, he wasn't scared to ask Key1 the tough questions. You know what I'm saying? I think that he basically comes on with Key1's side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like he just basically trying to put out what Key1 is saying versus what everybody else is saying. So he wants people to basically hear Key1's side of the story too, whether it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whether he feel like he lying or not, or if he lying or not, he basically just want Key1's side to be heard. If you ask me, that's my opinion. What about you, Jack?
All right.
And I believe they be out here fishing. I believe they be out here fishing too, man. Because like I said earlier, I don't know if you was here. A lot of stuff, man. Even though Key1 is very, very involved and close to this, it's a lot of stuff because he behind a wall that we got that he don't know nothing about. A lot of paperwork that we got from other people's paperwork. Like he only got access to where he got. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They may get on here and debate and argue, but they don't be doing.
And I'm glad you said that, because this is one thing I can't believe. You telling me he waited 4 years you telling me he's just getting his discovery pack? I don't think that's true. Not only that, why
Me
is it that we haven't heard nobody call Devin Brown a rat but the Mo3 said it? Like, nobody has said that. But now you telling me Mr. Lawton got enough he's
what?
Your phone breaking
tomatoes.
up.
Now he's saying a rat.
The only way I
Hold
can
on,
see,
say-
the only way I can
My
see.
phone breaking up.
Yeah, it broke up. But go ahead, Josh. Josh must have heard you. 'Cause I could hear you.
Yeah, about the discovery. That's what I was gonna respond to the discovery part. The only way I can see Key1 just not getting his discovery is if he just got this paid lawyer, even though it's pro bono, this paid lawyer on his case, and he had a public defender this whole time. Because a public defender will be more slower. You know what I'm saying? The process goes slower with a public defender. So you know what I'm saying? So you might have to wait a little longer compared to you having a paid lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And they can get on stuff, you know what I'm saying, on top of ASAP. That's the only way I can see him just not getting his discovery. But if I'm not mistaken, I remember him trying to sell his paperwork, and but unless they update Discovery, I don't really know how all this stuff go. I ain't gonna lie to you. He may have an update Discovery or something.
Okay.
Maybe so.
So here's another thing I took away from it that I don't know if y'all talked about yet. The fact that, okay, we know the PI ain't real, we know this and that, but why did y'all pick the fact that he said somebody came and picked up his urban novel and some lyrics? Y'all heard that part, right?
PI lady.
Yeah,
He was talking about the PI
novel.
lady, and he also said that Ratchet. He feel like Ratchet son to him. Go ahead.
But check this out, Mahail. But check this out. First off, the only way you're gonna get paperwork for somebody's case is through the court, right? The stuff that he talking about, he had the person listen. Like, if you've been in jail, then you know your property cannot be released to no one than you let release. So when he got to be talking about is property release, what is he talking about? Who is he talking about? Because he talking about he don't even want it back. We know unless he talk about contraband. But if it's contraband and the jail took it, how would they release it to the public? Like, what is he talking about? 'Cause I think that's like
All right,
urban
so
office. Nah, that don't even sound right.
so a little bit ago, you know what I'm saying, maybe a year or two ago, you know, the PI lady came to the board and basically had a lot of Key1's paperwork. You know, he said all she got was some federal paperwork, you know, that novel or whatever, and some raps. You know, and basically he said that he had bought stamps and things of that nature. He wanted certain things to go certain places. He wanted her to be able to pick up a certain amount of stuff, and then he wanted to mail out the other stuff. But what wound up happening is instead of them mailing out the stuff or letting him mail out what he wanted to mail out, you know, they basically gave the PI lady all of his belongings. So she got the rap book, she got the novel or whatever, she got his medical standings, this, that, and the third. We at first thought that this got to be capped, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, now he came out and just revealed that basically all the stuff that Ratchet and them had over there, as far as his paperwork, his medical, you know, the things that went on in his Fed trial or whatever due to the paperwork, was all real, because they wound up giving it to the PI lady. They wound up giving all the stuff to Peaches. So that's what he was talking about.
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think she is a PI, or she was a PI or whatever. I think she was. I don't think Ratchet or Rainwater sent her. I think one of them detectives might have sent her, because those documents will be used in court. The stuff that she got from him will be used in court.
That's crazy. Yeah, he said he wasn't too much.
Then you look at some of these. When you go look at them subpoenas, and everyone that say District Court number 7, Detective Barnes' name attached to it. So there are certain documents, there are certain things that Detective Barnes got that they requesting directly from him. When it comes to public records and all this stuff, like criminal records, it's certain things they requesting from District Court number 7, which is Detective Barnes. He's the commissioner, or the whatever they call it over there, and they requesting it directly from him.
Yeah, he was hands-on with this whole situation too. You know what I'm saying? He most definitely built the case, in so many words.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. So Josh, but I could have swore you bust that shit wide open with CB. Then y'all call down to her supervisor.
Yeah, we most definitely did. I ain't even got there no more, man. They took my old channel. I ain't even got there no more. But yeah, we most definitely did. But I still, when we called, hold on. When we called, they didn't say whether or not she was a PI. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember what the hell was said in that phone call. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had that motherfucker there. But
the way
I
I
just remember
recall
me
it, I
still
thought they
feeling
ain't
like
know her.
she was a PI.
Thank you, above.
I mean, but they supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You know, if she a PI for real, they supposed to say that.
Did y'all pick up on the fact that he said he came on there because the reason I say he walking back a lot of stuff because he came on there and they were, and unless Duke was right where they was playing old recordings, he did say that he think a certain person got something to do with Ducky P. Now he's saying Ducky P ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Now it's been my speculation, and everything is alleged, that they've been sending messages through the internet because they know Yellow Beezy can't be talked to. He on the recorded line. They know Keywan been recorded line. But they know the internet is forever and it's up and it's stuck. So I feel like they've been going back and forth because don't forget, first thing he did when Yellow Beezy came home, got locked up, he said Yellow Beezy innocent, which was to tell Yellow Beezy how he feeling about, you know, the situation and his temperature. Now, not only that, now he talking about the money that he did get. That was money from him robbing people. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Because he know what he know. But my thing is, with this whole entire situation, why would make Mr. Lawton feel comfortable and strongly calling that man a rat and saying he and PC? We speculated that in the Mo 3 Sector for a long time, but we even had paperwork. But what make him say it now? Y'all think he knows something else?
Well,
who you talking about?
That hearing,
Mr.
Lawton. Talking about law. That hearing.
I'm saying, but who you call a rat though?
Devin Brown, straight rat. He said that boy telling. He said it.
Oh yeah, that's obvious. He took it. He ain't take his deal yet, but he most definitely been offered a deal, and he just trying to get a sweeter deal. That's what his motion of continuance for. Like he filed the motion of continuance to sit back and see how the prosecutors handle Keywan, and if Keywan don't take a deal, then they give Devin more leverage because now they need his statement. You know what I'm saying? So he just sitting back and trying to see what kind of deal he can get at this point.
But what I'm pointing out, Josh and Mayor, is the fact that we've been knowing this information for a long time. What make him he ain't using lettuce, tomato, no more code words. Now he using straight bodegas, he using straight traps, you
because
know what I'm saying? He using straight
I
language. There's no more
well, I'm
code in anything.
it's the it was that discovery. Let them tell it. They kind of pointed that
Yeah.
out. He was hurt behind some of the things that he found out, during his last hearing from his lawyer and the names that were said. So now he like the gloves is off. You know what I'm saying? No more of that because these niggas is telling on me. So let me just go ahead and put it all the way out there. Ain't no use of using code names no more, especially on paperwork. Trying to pin this whole thing on me.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then what I took from him saying Yellow Beezy was innocent is that Jerry Jones is guilty. Jerry Johnson is guilty. Because this whole thing is a GRC versus Yellow Beezy. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Bodega look like they trying to pin it on Yellow Beezy to get it off of GRC. You know what I'm saying? So by Q1 saying Yellow Beezy innocent, especially coming off him saying all this stuff he said about dog and all that, sound like if he snitch on anybody, it's gonna be Jerry. And that's why I feel like he ain't took a deal yet. He
And
ain't
that's how
denied
I
or
felt.
took a deal.
And I felt that
Mm.
same way. Josh, remember I said, when he said, man, forget that, on that interview, he was like, man, F that nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he could pass away today, I wouldn't care. So that was kind of like him, basically saying, hey, I do whatever on that nigga, because of what Ducky P and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he had something to do with that. Like I don't care nothing about him. I don't care what the street said about me. If I say something about him or whatever, because I feel like he responsible for this. So it's an eye for an eye. I tell on that nigga. That's how I took it when he
Right.
said what he said. So
Exactly.
I can most definitely agree with Josh there that it's feeling like he don't give a damn about no Jerry.
But this why he was so devastated. Besides, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Jones snitching on him. You know what I'm saying? Key1 was devastated when he found that dog was on there because that was his way out. Because now,
Yep.
because think about it, if Dog didn't flip, if Jerry didn't flip state, now they don't need Key1 statement on Jerry.
Thank you,
So the only
Ricky.
person he can snitch on at this point to get himself a deal is Beasley. Because Jerry already flipped. Jose Bodega already, you know what I'm saying? Everybody already flipped besides him and Beasley.
So he looking like the
Unless he snitch on something higher than his case or higher than Beasley. But as far as this case goes, the only person they need information on at this point is Beasley.
Well, what
hey.
about the other portion of the money though? What about that? Because we still ain't heard who paid the other portion of the money, unless it was one of these guys that they already get. They say Yellow Beezy paid a portion, but we still don't know who paid the other portion and how much it was in total. Basically that these guys are looking to get paid.
See, that's the
Yeah.
thing though. See, these niggas informants. You know what I'm saying? So when you looking at their paperwork and their documents, ain't nothing moving, ain't nothing popping up. You know what I'm saying? Even though they
Yeah,
may be doing this and that, but it's gonna be hard to tell exactly what they said. And you know what I'm saying? Nah, they
yeah,
like Jerry shit inactive. His like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He was indicted for the Mo3 shit, but everybody else shit open. He is inactive. So. But I'm pretty sure he still been down there cooperating and talking to them people. You just can't see them because they got it inactive because he cooperated on some
Yeah, because he
informant shit.
cooperate. Yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
pointed out that a lot of his stuff was on hold. You know what I'm saying? Like basically his whole situation he had going is on hold right now.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stood out to people as well. I know it to you. That kind of what put him on the chopping block as far as being the person that was down there talking because they done held all his stuff. Like, why is this stuff on hold? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good for him right now. None of the people involved, especially if they all flipping on each other. The laws is putting heavy pressure on them. And let's remember this. It may not have been so much of a big deal, when it come to Mo3 with some of the things that he's alleged to have been doing in the streets of Dallas, Texas. But when Graham got hit, an innocent bystander, a person that works in the hospital,
Yeah.
a whole nother skin complexion that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, that kind of took it to a whole nother level. I think that's kind of what got us to where we at right now, with Graham being hit in that situation. kind of pushed it
Yep.
over the top to where we finna
And on the highway, I believe they
yeah.
I believe they would have smoked. They would have smoked Mo 3 in front of a 7-Eleven. It probably, you know what I'm saying. The fact that Graham, I agree with you about Graham, and the fact that he was on the highway, broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? Like you force people to, you know what I'm saying, have to do something about it. You doing all that?
That's crazy, man. Yeah, some gotta shake, you know what I'm saying? So now they is pressing them boys, you know what I'm saying, to the max, the most they can, and basically probably with some of the stuff that they putting down, you know, when they got them in them interrogation rooms is what's making them flip on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Making them happy. They got trapped in a compromising situation with him being, you know, on parole or whatever, you know, and basically taking the option for him to plead the fifth off the table. You know, either you're gonna tell us what you know or you going back to where you just came from. No, you don't want to go there. You know, then you got the whole GRC pent up right now. Them guys right there with this RICO that they got going on, you know, and it's really putting a lot of pressure on these guys to basically come clean. You got Devin, who just did a whole bunch of Fed time. You know, I know he probably ready to get up out that thing. You know, then they got the baby mama, you know, basically nailing him to the cross with the text messages. This, that, the third. They got him right where they want him. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, they got him where they want him. You know, and everybody is having to, you know, do things in order to try to save themselves. You know, and with them trying to save themselves, they're hurting the rest of the people. And every time somebody goes to save themselves, where the person or the people that they saving themselves against is giving up more information to try to save themselves as well. That's what I think we get here.
And it is hard for me to believe that, man, that they didn't got all these people close to Beezy and close to the GRC situation to flip, and they ain't niggas around here saying they ain't got nothing on them. I don't know.
Exactly. Remember in that bond here, when they was talking about and I always point this out, and I'm gonna point it out again because it's very relevant now. You know, more than ever with this. What Key One just put out. When Yellow Beezy's defense team said, well, all the state has is this one witness, you know, basically saying that Yellow Beezy did this and did that. The prosecution hurry up and stopped the defense when they said that and said, no, Your Honor, we have several.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to just say we only got we don't only got one. We got seven.
Yeah,
that speak volumes.
And
when it comes to this,
you know, when we talk about this, when we start talking about this, though, we barely even mention Ray Jackson. You know what I'm saying? The lawyer and like so. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just think if the state do have a problem, you know what I'm saying? It's because, you know, a lot of these people that were subpoenaed, a lot of these statements, a lot of these people that were subpoenaed based off their statements probably won't be making it to court. They got to line all these things up to where everybody statement, everybody testimony lines up and feed off each other. So, say for instance, the person that said something about the 6 feet guy on the highway, like they may not make it. You know what I'm saying? They can't find nothing else to corroborate that or substantiate that. So a lot of these things, so they may be the only thing, you know what I'm saying, getting all these statements and getting all these things to line up and make sense and present them and all that. But once they do that, shit, it's over with. Because then what Key One was talking about last night when they were talking about they pulled a bunch of people out the woodwork, all these different statements don't make sense. Yeah, but wait till they line, wait till they, you know what I'm saying, eat the meat and not the bone. Yeah, wait till they line them up.
And I think that the pastor's testimony is gonna line up too. What you talking about with the 6 foot guy, because I feel like the pastor has no motive to lie. That's why they called him anyway, because he is a pastor. He don't got nothing to do with nothing. He is a person that was on the other side that we didn't see. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this, because this is where I come from for that part of the paperwork, the witness, the highways, and all that. So is there anybody else that made a statement about seeing that guy on the highway?
No.
Or was he the only one?
He was the only one that described him in that. Well, it was people that said they seen the shooter, you know, whatever. But most of them were describing Key One. The pastor was the only person that seen the dude in the gray hoodie. And to me, I think that he only seen him because he was on the opposite side of what was going on. Like some of these statements come from
Okay.
that was in front of the 18 wheeler. You hear me? They was in the front,
Right.
passing by. They seen Keyone running with the jump out the car and was running down the highway. The pastor was back there behind the 18 wheeler in his record truck. He
Oh,
was
okay.
back there at the part we don't see. You see what I'm saying? Like I know it was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
other
Okay.
people that was back that way too though. But he was back there. He took a picture of the black Charger, and he was the one that gave a statement about the dude being in the gray hoodie with a rifle, and basically said that the dude, from his point of view, Josh, where he was at in the back there, the dude with the gray hoodie on, with the rifle, was the only one that fired a shot.
I was just about to say
Which,
that. So,
you hear me?
so if he fired a shot and they got the shell casing or whatever from, they probably was substantiated his statement. They probably got other stuff.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Okay.
from his point of view, from the pastor's point of view behind the 18 wheeler, he didn't really see Keyone. You know what I'm saying? Keyone ran so far, and then Keyone stopped once he seen 3 get hit by whoever else was back there. And then that's why he turned around and jogged. Instead of running full speed back to that Camaro, he kind of casually jogged back to the Camaro and got back in it and drove out, because there was no reason for him to run all the way back there if the dude with the hoodie already took care of the business. You see what I'm saying?
Man, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
So let me ask you this: is Mahia buying the second shooter?
Yeah, I've been buying it.
Okay, so boom. Let's talk
I'm
about that.
buying it as well. Just throw that in there. Go ahead.
All right, boom. All right, so if we gonna go with that, let's go with that. We can't say the person who hopped out the Camaro is nobody because he had on the mask. So the number one thing that I started thinking is, well, how did they catch on to that particular person? Because he ain't the baby daddy, right? So
Yeah.
we know how they caught on to the baby daddy, but how they catch on to that specific person? Now it done came out, y'all, in the last 2 years that a certain person went to the detective and said, you need to look at that certain person. Y'all know, you're following me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie.
All right,
Jackie
boom,
did.
exactly. So boom, that I ain't gonna lie, I did not know that. When I found out that, I was like, damn, that's cold work. Because can we literally say without, like, I'm interested to know, well, what do they know to say that he is that person? Because whoever that person is, who y'all calling Keyone, who I'm calling Keyone, I've been calling Keyone. Let's be clear. Like, how do we know that's him? He's sitting here screaming he innocent. He's sitting here
So
doing interviews and doing all this and that. Go ahead.
let me tell you, it's something that corroborates, with what Jackie said. Jackie basically was the one that said that looked like him, you may need to look into him. But there was also another witness that said she was involved in a relationship with Keyone, and that was him that was running down the highway. She basically is another witness, female, that, well, what we allege to be a female could be a male, knowing how he rolls. I'm just saying, but basically, yeah, they cooperated with that. They kind of, placed him there too. Go ahead, Josh.
And don't forget Amani Rose. Amani Rose is the one who let it be known that she made the fake license plate for the Camaro. All that checked out. So,
but Josh, to this day, can that be pulled up to that? We haven't seen her since she said that. You think that's like, where is that, Josh? Like right now, that's speculation. I'm gonna have to call speculation because here's what I want y'all to picture: a jury of
I mean,
12
but it ain't
people
nowhere in the paperwork
being
that Jackie
convinced.
said anything either, though.
But I know, but look, picture this: a jury of 12 people who got to be convinced that pointing at pictures of a masked person is this person. You got to let me know. How do you know it's him? Now we saying you. Now I'm glad y'all said what y'all said, because according to y'all, it's 2 extra witnesses who can say, yeah, that's his body type. Like, because we definitely don't
And
see
you
his
got to take
face.
into account the phone pinging too. It's most stuff to
There
check
we
out.
go. Now that's what got me. Thank you,
Yeah.
fam. That's what really made me. That's the part I don't care about what people saying. One thing I know about the force, the police force, they got technology. So I'm like,
Right.
if they telling the people that they use they technology that we do know about against him, then I'm like, damn, bro, they might have got you. But is that enough? Because you still got a ping. You can have an alibi and say woo woo whatever whatever. Because so far what we hearing is that he did not do that. He only robbed people. That's where he got that money from. And the only reason he even started admitting that he had money because we been talking about the money in the Mo3 sector when at the beginning. Like, yeah, it's definitely him. Where he get all that money from? But according to him, he say he robbed people. Now, what part of the game is that? Desperate. Who you rob, fam? Who you rob? Where you been robbing at? Like he desperate. He talking about crimes in the middle of a criminal investigation, but he's saying he ain't telling. But I digress.
See, then especially if Devin them, if Devin them made statements and stuff, you know what I'm saying, pointing him out and all this stuff too, I think he fucked. I think he fucked.
Bingo.
My bad. My
Bingo.
bad. Okay.
There you go.
I think he messed up.
I think what Josh just said, if Devin, who is his co-defendant, now that's a cold piece of work, man. You hear me? Now
Yeah.
that's game over. That's game over. Because the other people was okay, you might have seen him, but did you see him out? Who seen him without the mask? Is what I'm saying, fam. Who seen him? Now, if Devin talk about, yeah, we did that, that's cold. That's cold. But Devin was the one who said it was gonna be a movie.
He most
How
definitely
he
did.
knew?
You got that right. He said, "Wait till
How he
you got to
knew?
play it all the way through," because he knew he was going to tell on there. He knew everybody was going to pay for the role they played in the decisions they made, just like he said.
You got Devin talking about it's gonna be a movie, and now you got Keywan talking about he writing urban novels. Cut it out. This shit all the way out, man.
Yeah, Keywan was saying something in the books and in that rap, though. That nigga was talking about how he shot Boost and everything.
Thank you. Hello.
And
Somebody
then
here.
now he calling it a fiction novel. It was fiction.
No fiction. Well, that nigga there say that's why I be like, oh, they want to talk to this nigga, man, because this nigga hurt. I don't like being lied to, but hell, did this time he popped it.
Hey, but get what
Yeah,
though?
man,
But
I
hey,
don't even remember talking to Ducky P. Well, he most definitely talked to him, dog.
So
hey,
what
but
was your
man, hey,
takeaway?
Josh, he
Go
met
ahead,
his match
bro.
when he came to the sector because I ain't gonna lie. 88 ran a cold 88 play on him when she got his ass over there to down there talk about he want to charge 500 and it got down. Let's be honest. He was over there doing exactly what Josh you said he was doing, trying to see what we know. Because he specifically said what's going on with the trap. Because you know when the allegations was out, everything is alleged. That you know what I'm saying, Trap was telling they had audio, video, whatever they said they had. He was interested in that, y'all. He got down, came from underneath the goddamn jail just to make sure. And one thing we know about him, he ain't all the way up there. So he came to the internet and did it, y'all. Man, you remember that?
Yeah.
He came to the internet and he wanted to know what was a specific person saying. And at that time, we ain't seen no subpoena yet.
Right, exactly. Cause you gotta understand, man. Like shit, even him and Mr. Law talking. I'm pretty sure Mr. Law ain't sitting there talking to the man on no jail call, reading other niggas' paperwork that's involved in the case. So the only way he could get information about what's going on in the case and the other people involved in the case as far as their paperwork go, is to have somebody on the phone. He just listening to quote unquote speculation in blogs, which wouldn't be harmful. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you cooking right now, so I'm glad you said that. Did you peep at the beginning of his live that when he was on the panel with a panelist, that shit talking about you have 1 minute left? I'm looking at the phone like, what the fuck? I said, hold
Yeah, this
on.
folk, he wasn't even saying something. He was just over
But
there
hold
listening. What on
on.
me?
Let me cook. So I'm like, damn, these niggas must think we slow out there bit. So okay, next thing you know, oh, I got a call. Keywan calling right now, nigga, you just hung up. So just like
Right.
Josh just said, it ain't far fetched that he sit on the phone and listen to the internet. Yeah, on some goddamn, yeah, just like that. So I'm like, man, fam, he listening to you, Josh. He clearly said, and tell Room 901 that the reason I said that about the robbery, nigga, shut up. Nigga, we heard, we ain't gonna say none of that. He ain't going for none of that. Hey, man, what they say? Bullshit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And
He ain't
I
going for none of
most
that.
definitely wasn't going. I let him know
Come
I
on,
wasn't
man.
going, bro. You just keep on hollering that you ain't did nothing, you innocent, and all this paperwork and all this stuff that they saying, bro, they got it stacked against you, man. How, bro? How can you still say that? How can you still say that?
A
I don't
hope and
know.
a
It just
wish.
be crazy.
Because he don't know. He don't know what all they got. Like, they might don't know. He don't know, and it's been 5 years, man. He done probably forgot. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't know what's been recorded. Like these niggas, like he don't know, man. That's
Oh
why it's
yeah,
best.
yeah.
Like
I was.
Beezy fight his case from the outside. So Beezy gonna be up on game on what's going on. But if you trying to fight a case from the inside, man, I'm pretty sure y'all have been there with this county or penitentiary, man. Nigga, you detached. You be glad to even have a radio in that motherfucker.
Trying to tell you.
It's
Trying to
crazy,
tell you.
man.
That nigga don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he in the dark like a mug.
So this,
Oh
let me
yeah.
ask
You
you
know
this
what,
question
Josh?
here, because I go
What's
ahead,
up?
go.
Oh, good. Nah, I
Now I
was
was
about
gonna
to say it just came to me specifically what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the rapper. He was specifically talking about why he said he trying to get the capital dropped down to the M. And your journalism stood up in that moment, Josh. I don't think you peeped that, bro. Your journalism stood up because he was answering your question. Because he done seen that when you went in on that subject of the matter of the subject, bro. Because
right.
he came on the internet crying and pleading, bro. If I would got down, now your whole story done changed up. But I digress.
Yeah,
Go ahead, bro.
because he responded to the last live we did, and I was saying like basically he must go take a deal to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just see the prosecutors just, you know what I'm saying, let him out the capital M unless he, you know what I'm saying, do some talking and take a deal. So basically his response was he was the reason why he's saying it is because he don't feel like they could prove that anybody paid him. So once he get that down to a regular M, he gonna fight that all the way through because he don't feel like they could prove that he unalive nobody either. But this hope and faith.
So y'all remember this right here that I got on the screen right now. This was the initial. This was the initial paperwork that we got. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
says
that's better.
Wednesday, November 11, 2020, approximately 11:56. Dallas officers responded to it, whatever. All right. Then it says during the investigation of the offense, Detective Christopher Anderson was contacted by a witness who provided the information regarding suspect Keywan White involvement in the offense. This information was obtained after the Dallas Police Department still images of the offense to the public. The homicide detective Anderson, whatever, and Barnes obtained, and they got that evidence that placed the suspect in the vicinity of the complainant prior and during the unalive. Put the suspect at the location where the complainant Noble was the previous day in the scene of the unalive. Video was obtained of the suspect which matched the physical description of suspect Keywan White. A witness provided additional information regarding suspect Keywan White that was verified as true. Additional evidence has been collected and maintained by the detectives that indicate suspect White was directly involved in the unalignment of complainant Noble. Yeah, so he
See,
was
any of
saying
that.
all this did nothing.
And then you see how they wording it, right? You know what I'm saying? Any of it, one of them could have been a money. You know what I'm saying? One of them could have been the jacket, the tip they got from Jackie. You know what I'm saying? They ain't giving no names, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I just pulled that up, you know what I'm saying, because that was some of the first information that we had got on this whole thing. You know,
right,
in which
Mm-hmm.
they could be talking about Jackie and the whatever woman, man, person says that they were involved with Keywan, you know, during this time and over
right.
and seeing him, you know, basically on the TV. You know what I'm saying? So he can stop all that. I ain't having to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no.
And you know
I
what?
don't buy what he
He
say.
got
You
he
just
gotta
made
say
me
that
think
though, man.
about.
He got to.
You just made me think about something that Rainwater been holding for 4 to 5 years, and that's the fact that
In my
for
background
sure,
loud, no, they couldn't grade.
What'd you
huh?
say?
In my background loud, they couldn't grade some shit.
Now
Nah,
you
you
good.
good. We can't hear
But
that.
My
what
bad.
I was saying is the fact that they say it's gonna come out in trial. I ain't gonna say they. Rain Drip Drop said that it's gonna come out in trial that Mo3 was parked in front of the office in this video. So that means if 3 was parked in the office, then we're gonna be able to in a minute we're gonna be able to put who went to the car overnight and all that. That's about to come out, y'all. I can't wait for that specific piece. Hopefully it get played in the trial. But if Mo3 was parked on camera, that's gonna answer a lot of questions, and that may be the reason why Because at one point I want to say they see these people without masks on. I think they know who these people is. It's more to this. Without the people telling. Go ahead, man.
Man, I feel like they got video footage and pictures of Key1 that we ain't even seen. You know what I'm saying? Just me being me. You know, just from watching the Dolph case, cameras everywhere. Man, look, they know this that Key1 was involved. If he wasn't the one that actually pulled the trigger and took Mo 3 out the game, they know that he was a part of what was going on. They know that was him that jumped out the Camaro and was chasing Mo 3 back there behind to the person that might have been the one that took him out the game, man. You know, that like I'm just on the all that, man. I ain't do nothing. He can say that ain't fun.
Sure. Nah, for sure. But then what the fuck I have to say? There's also another side to this too when you're dealing with trial. It's just the onus is just not on the prosecutors to prove that there was Key1. It's on Key1 and his defense to prove it wasn't him. So he's gonna have to have an alibi to check out. He's gonna have to prove that he wasn't there on that scene. And where was he? And it's gonna have to check out too. You know what I'm saying?
One of his alibis was he was at home watching TV with his girl. He also said that in the same interview where he said basically what he say? Where he said that he was at Big B shop. In that same interview, he said that he was at home with his girl when that happened. Him and his girl that went to the club that night, you know, and they was laid up or whatever, you know, when all of this took place. That's what.
But what's so crazy though, man?
Testify.
Man, I just wanted to say hi to you and Goon real quick.
I heard y'all talking last night.
Do you hear me?
The nigga didn't remember saying that he was at Big B shop.
I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking to you, man.
We doing content, Gina. We not on that.
I know. I came to say hi to you and Goon. Don't I get to say hi when I hit your panel?
What's good, Gina?
Hey, Goon, miss you. You gonna be doing some content soon?
Thank y'all for helping me reach that goal.
Okay, great. Have a great day. Good job, man and Goon. Keep up the great work.
Okay. All right. Now, what was you saying, Josh?
No, I was saying, what the fuck did I say? I forgot what I said. My bad.
You was finna tell us something good, too. She came and interrupted it. I tried to stop it. I should have let her up here. Oh, my God.
Good. Good. I'm good.
But we was talking about the highway situation, I think. With him, me saying basically he can stop all that. I ain't have nothing to do with it.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I remember last night you and him was talking, and the nigga didn't even remember saying that he was at Big B shop. And all that's on Lex, you know what I'm saying? So he building a faulty defense, like especially for his alibi, because he don't even know where he didn't say he was.
Like, bro, how can you forget that? You know what I'm saying? Boy, you most definitely said, you want me to play it back for you? Because you most definitely said that, my guy. You said that you was at Big B shop. Big B don't remember, and now you don't remember either. Yeah, that was crazy. Was Key1 the only person with black on that day who went live that day? I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I think Trap had his shirt off. Trap didn't have on his shirt. At the one I remember. So I don't know if anybody else went live that had on black. Why you ask that question? If you don't mind.
So what you feel about the whole I ain't worried about how y'all feel about the rainwater portion of the Key1 conversation last night? You know what I'm saying? Sound like he's trying to implement rainwater or something.
Enlighten me. I ain't make it that far.
All right, so when I asked him, you know, how he feels about rainwater, they was like, "Ooh, man, that's a ooh." That's a
hold on, man. Hey, you was up there, bro? Hey, hold up.
Yeah, I most definitely went up there. I went up there.
And you asked
questions.
Okay,
yeah, I asked him how he felt about rainwater. I said, man, ask Key1 how you feel about rainwater. And when I asked that, I played it too. He was like, that's a tough situation right there. Ooh, I don't even want to talk about that nigga. Yeah, and then he said, what stood out to me is I don't want him he said, I don't want him trying to get me unalive. I don't want him to want me unalive. That was his response. Like basically trying to say, you know, in so many words, that rainwater could
Be on
potentially
gangster
want
time.
Mo3 on the line. Yeah.
It's
So I think he was referring it to the Mo3 situation. I don't want him trying to lie me. That's
Like
what
they
he
trying to
said.
paint a picture.
Yeah.
Like they trying to paint a picture that Rainwater Boogeyman or something.
And it's crazy that we should go there. I'm glad y'all brought that up. That my most recent upload. I don't know if you looked at it. You probably already know, Josh, what's going on between Rainwater and Ty Harris.
Nah,
Ty
I ain't checked
Harris
that
did a
out yet.
show.
I got that in my watch later.
Ty Harris did a show, to where he basically said that he feels like Rainwater has something to do with the demise of Mo3. He basically said that Rainwater gave the drop on Mo3 and then turned around and asked Ghazi for Mo3 advance. But
enlighten the out of towners. Who is that person?
Ty Harris is the one that Rainwater brought in that sings on that Came Up song, the remix. That's me how I came up, because I stayed down. The one who was singing on the remix with Mo3 he was, I guess he was under Rainwater management or cool with Rainwater in some kind of way, but him and Rainwater then fell out. And that's most definitely what he said. He said, I can't wait to see what goes on in this Mo3 trial. He said, that's y'all man's. Before he said that, he said, that's your man's. That's y'all man's. Said he gave the drop and then went and asked Ghazi for Mo3 advance.
And you know what, Mahaya? I'm glad I'm up here with some day ones, because y'all can remember back this far because y'all was there. Is this one of the people who came to the internet? I forgot where they did the interview at. They did the interview because they had songs with three. You remember? It was he was kind of short, stubby dude. I forgot if he sang or he rapped. He came and did the interview. Is that same person?
Nah, I think you talking about T-Real. I think you talking about T-Real.
And Infamous, we didn't say that we believe nothing. We just put what the man said out. Y'all stop doing that dumb stuff every time. Every time y'all come and somebody be reporting on something, y'all be swearing to God a person got to believe it. We ain't got to believe nothing.
Don't understand journalism.
What was said. This is what the man said. Nobody said they believed it. You come in under your real account and stop coming in up under that fake one. You know what I'm saying? With them false narratives you're not trying to put in the chat. Just because people have discussions about stuff doesn't mean, or present you with some information, don't mean they actually believe.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes to try to mix 3 Def with the industry, at first I used to be on that, but I slowly fall back off of that. The industry got anything. I really feel like this was some in city stuff that heated up, and it you know what I'm saying, it spilled over. That's what it's looking like. But the conspiracy mind, of course, would say this person got something to do with it, that person got something to do with it. If it ain't no proof, I can't go for it, for real.
I ain't gotta be in no. I don't gotta be in no feelings to tell you how I feel about what you said. You said what you said. You express your feelings about people feeling this type of way or believing stuff. So I told you how I felt about what you said, and I don't care if you said what you said. Let me show you what I said, Ninja. Block Infamous out my chat. We'll holler at you. Goodbye. How about that? Now don't get in your feelings. We'll holler at you. Have a great day. What's the deal, Mahil? So what happened last night? Key One came on your panel. I'm lost. No, I went over there to where they was at, and basically got to ask a couple questions to Key One. That's what happened. And basically, if you want to buy back, when I get off, it'll break it down more. But basically, we found out that Trap Boy is allegedly snitching, according to Key One them. And basically, a lot of the other people that's on the case is snitching as well. And he was still hollering he ain't did nothing, and that Yellow Bees ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's basically what we found out last night. And that Josh is Key One's favorite blogger. Number one.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When he said the second name, though, I'm like, oh shit, goddamn, man, you make your list ain't shit. I'm like, when he started running down like number 2, I'm like, ah, shit, nigga, this list ain't shit. You got me on here with these. Nah, I take it. I take
You
it.
good, Britt? Said what happened? I'm in Cali. I'm a little behind. Well, it's plenty of information off in the live. You know, you'll be able to go back and review and catch all the way up if you missed the beginning. But we've been in here 3 hours. I ain't finna go back and backtrack everything we done talked about since we've been here. But you can most definitely run live back, you know, because it ain't going nowhere. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Some of the things that was said most definitely blew me away. And like I said, I was most definitely blown all the way back when he put that jacket on Trap back by saying that he was snitching. I was like, wow.
Man, the streets been saying it though. I ain't gonna lie to you, people been saying
that.
All right, so Pooh
Not
says,
only in this case, people been saying that would have been arrested.
Real talk. Pooh say question. If this was truly about a jealous baby daddy, why would people put all that money on him though? I'm just asking for y'all opinion. Well, in my opinion, it was a mixture of a lot of things. It was a mixture of his street beef with yelling them and trapping them, you know what I'm saying, as well as the thing going on with the baby daddy. I think the jealous baby daddy scenario comes in because that's what Devin gave the police as far as his role in all this. You know, why he could have potentially did what it is that he did, you know, is because he felt a certain type of way towards Mo3. You know, I think that his role was solely to find out if he was there. And since that it was money all already on 3 head from the people that he was beefing with, you know, that had money, you know, it was like a win for the other side to have Devin, you know, basically intertwined with them, and Mo3 be talking to his baby mama, you know, because then you get to unalive 2 birds with 1 stone. If that makes any, Devin gets to get rid of Mo3, you know, basically for hollering at his baby mama and putting them chains, you know, on his kid's neck, and then, you know, yelling them get their revenge, you know, by what Mo3 was alleged to be doing out here in the streets. And on top of that, they also get to get some money with it as well when it comes to Key One to death. That's my opinion. I just feel like it was all a combination of everything that was going on, you know, and the opportunity to make some money to take out somebody you don't even like anyway, if that makes sense to you.
And I think a lot of people still going over that part, the jealous baby daddy part of it. It's just about how we word it. Mo3 wasn't. Let me say it like this: the bag that was put on Mo3 head, allegedly or whatever, was not because of a jealous baby daddy. A jealous baby daddy just chose to collect the bag. So Mo3 ultimately wasn't unalive over a jealous baby daddy. A jealous baby daddy just collected the bag. Once a bag in the air, and some people know about it, anybody really can collect it. You know what I'm saying? If you seen Mo3 and you chose to collect it, you know what I'm saying? You can probably collect it. The same way it was with Straight Drop them. They was riding around looking for a PRE member because they knew it was money on one day.
They knew it was money to be made, so they was trying to make that money.
Right.
I've always felt like Trap. I always felt like Trap was on the highway. He was on the highway. They showed us. He showed us. He went live. Cause how he just pop up on the opposite side of the highway with no shirt, sweaty, flustered, and out his body. Come on.
Hey, but hey, when they ask him that question, bro. Hey, I think that's the main question they got for Trap. All jokes aside, that's the main question we got for you, Trap. What were you doing out there, my guy? What was going on that day with you?
Well, that Trap teller, you know, that's one of his normal routes, man. You know, routes that he takes. Just ride around. You know, he was on Oak Cliff side. He is from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? He could have just been going to the store down the road on his way somewhere. Let him tell it. That's one of his usual routes. He just ride that way. He just so happened to be out there when it happened. He didn't know what was going on.
I think they said he was like 3 miles away from he was very close to it. He was very close to the situation. If you look at where 3 got unalived at and the highway sign that Trap showed, there was I think I seen somebody do the GPS on it. That man was very close to the situation. A lot of people probably think he was on the same highway a little farther down. Now Trap was close, like down about 3 or so miles away from him.
Man, they all knew what was going on. You know, that's why that's why the people were out there. I feel like they all knew what was going on. It was about to go down, and they wanted to be out there to make sure it went down. So rather drop somebody off on the highway, you know what I'm saying, or pick somebody up and left. It is what it is. He was definitely out there though.
See, my thing is though, you know what I'm saying? Any of these people that's talking, telling on trap.
Yeah.
That's what we unclear is anybody talking and telling on trap.
Real talk. Real talk.
Well, we do know that ain't what he there for. He there because he got some information. That's the whole thing, bro. Once you hit that bro, once Trap hit that stand, man, take that oath, man. You feel me? Like, it's it. That's it, bro. All that. But hold on, you know what? I can't say that. That's what's going on. Everybody that come home from the feds is a rat. Y'all ain't notice that's the new promo package? Anybody come home, first thing they gonna say you a rat. Promote it, interview it, got down. Now with Trump, I feel like why is the government asking for you though, bro? What do you even got anything to do with it? He don't want to be there, believe that. And
everybody who
look, he not there to lawyer up. I mean, he probably gonna have a lawyer with him, but he not there to fight. He only there to witness. So what do he know? That's what I'm saying. What do he know?
And everybody who was subpoenaed gave a statement. This is what they were subpoenaed based off of.
Well, it might be pretty simple. They might have asked some questions. He probably ain't know nothing.
And or it could be now I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not a legal expert at all, you know what I'm saying? But it could be a tactic because now if you bring him in for questioning or whatever the case may be, because he on parole, he got to cooperate, you know what I'm saying? Versus before he was on parole, you probably tried to get him in, like say for instance, since it happened in 2020, they probably couldn't get him in for questioning, you know what I'm saying? Because he probably was denied it, but now he have to go in because he on parole. So they might be using his parole to finally be able to get him to talk and answer the question.
Man, listen, one thing I know about it, John, when them folk, man, as soon as you touch any county, man, if them folk watching you, bro, I've seen them folk come in suits and pull inmates out, bro. These folk will come and talk to you wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, you remember when he touched down, got locked up. Well, as soon as he hit the door, them folk came down, pulled him into that, but that's what they do. If you know what I'm saying, that's their job. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna talk to you. So anything that's why we've been seeing all these interrogation videos. That's normal business. We just living in a new time where, you know what I'm saying, they gonna bring everything out, but they want everything. They want the cam footage. They want anything they can get their hands on. So that's how Thug got in his shit. They like, damn, nigga, they want my jail calls. They want everything, nigga. Anything, everything. You feel me? That's where a lot of these folk messed up, bro. And they let that digital trail get back to them. That's how Yellow Bees got in that situation. Because if you go back to the bond hearing, they wanted to know, goddamn, don't forget, Grandma know everybody, so he's still plugged in. But they wanted to know about the phone numbers. Stay and pay attention to the phone numbers. The phone numbers is important. They want to know, is that your number? Remember?
Real talk. Is that his mother's number?
Let's go.
Y'all remember? Or did y'all forget? They want to know the phone numbers because the phone number is important. They want to know, is this your main account? How many accounts do you got? They want to know about all that. I was like, damn, the bond hearing was just a sneak peek into the discovery of what Yellow Beezy haven't even seen. You feel me? So when I seen bro come to the internet talk about Yellow need a new lawyer, how he need more lawyers and he got 5 lawyers? He don't need no more lawyers. Them folks scrambling and gambling over there. They hurt.
And he got one of the best lawyers in Dallas too. What's that nigga name? Shook? Tommy Shook or whatever. He one of the best lawyers in Dallas. So you don't get no better than him.
Bruh, Keywan down bad. I know it hurt. He's stuck in a crazy position. You got, just like you said, you got Shaw to talk about the tags, but she ain't on no subpoena, is she?
Nah, I mean, not that I know of. Not that I know.
Yeah, because I don't know if her money rolls her real name or what. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? The indicator was her.
And then you gotta talk about bro talk about my dog had me sick. I think he had something to do with Keywan, and then he rewalked that talk song. Keywan ain't got nothing to do with this. Which one is it?
Hold on. Where Duke it? Because if she texts Duke, if she sent Duke those messages, did Duke turn them in to the police? What he do with those messages? Since he sold justice for Mo 3.
I don't know what he
What?
did with him, and I ain't really been seeing him too much. I don't know. That's something we might need to ask him.
What
Man,
message?
next time I see him, because Money Rose sent Money Rose text Duke about her making the license plates for Keyone and stuff. She directly text Duke
Oh
that.
no,
You know
he
what I'm
ain't
saying?
lose that. I know, dude. He ain't lose that. He got that for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to see though, did he turn
But
them in to the
that
police or not?
I forgot what he said about because he talked about that before. He did indeed talk about that before. But see shit. So player, he don't even talk about it. It was his interview. Shit. I wonder what happened to that shit.
His
But I
channel gone now, so all that shit gone.
I'm
that
finna
that
see.
What you finna message Duke?
Yeah, I messaged him on IG. See what he say. See if he'll pull up if he ain't busy. No, this is his type of convo right here.
Yeah, I got a couple questions for Duke.
hey, I'm
Well,
about
one
to have to
question.
tap back in with y'all. I gotta do something real quick.
I appreciate you for
But
coming
I,
up,
All right,
I,
though.
bro.
You know what
hey,
I'm saying?
no, I'm in the car. That's why I don't want the feed to be what you call it. But if I get a feeling, I might hit the button, bro. I'm listening.
I bet. Bet,
All right,
bet, bet.
look.
Let's give Duke a couple minutes, see if he gonna respond. But yeah, Josh, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that they was even though he was lying a little bit, I feel like he gave us more information, over there with Lawton last night than he done gave us in a lot of interviews that we didn't see him in. As far
Yeah,
as, the things that was
I
going
think
on.
I think he gonna crash out on this motherfucker once he really see what's going on to him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that boy gonna crash out on one of these interviews.
He gonna put
Oh
it
God,
all out there.
I'm in a port. I'm trying to see if it's a hook. Yeah, he
Yeah,
gonna
you see
crash
it?
out. And it, like, and I can't wait to see his motion because if he's so stumped down on not snitching, then why not go and deny the deal? Why file for a continuance? You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to see what that's about. Because if he's so stumped down that he not gonna talk, he not gonna take a deal, then you would have went on and did that unless there's some other stuff going on.
Some underlining things, huh?
Yeah, why not just go? You know what I'm saying? Renege on the deal. But I don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I learn about this legal stuff as I go. I don't be knowing a lot of this stuff out top. I didn't know how to
Yeah,
research.
me neither. I
Let
don't
me
know a
see if
lot about
report
it
got
either. Don't
updated.
feel bad. Oh, so only in certain area. Okay, sounds about right. His fam got deep connections. Okay. Mess around with that. Oh, he connected with them essays. Y'all talking about child. I think that was the biggest shocker of all, though. I ain't gonna lie.
And they said
Trap.
Jerry Johnson wasn't subpoenaed last night. I heard them say that. Where there's a Jerry Johns, when y'all go look at the subpoena, there's a Jerry Johns, and I want y'all to screenshot that and put that in Chat GPT. And Chat GPT gonna most definitely tell you that that's Jerry Johnson. They just shorted it. Cause who the hell is Jerry Johns?
Yeah, real talk. I feel like that's Jerry Johnson too. It ain't. I don't know too many people named Johns at the end as they last name. Victor, who are the police people? These are the police guys Queen Domain speaks of. I ain't no police guy. I don't know what to tell you. No one
I'm
person
police.
runs
If I'm police,
Oak
I'm
Cliff.
underpaid. They need to pay me.
Hell yeah, Oak Cliff. Maybe in their own little squad, but definitely not all of Oak Cliff. Okay, Southern Girl, how you doing today?
What's up, Southern guy? If I was police, I sure wouldn't be online. I'd be out working. What you talking about?
Yeah,
I would
wouldn't
be
be
on the
wasting my
blog
time
about it.
with y'all. Yeah, real
Yeah,
talk.
I'd be out there fighting crime.
If I was the police, I have all the information. I'm talking about I wouldn't have to speculate on nothing. I'd be able to tell y'all
Oh
exactly what
God.
it is. Yeah, me and my police partners,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit them all up. Hey, you talking about?
That just still ain't been updated yet. But I find it very odd, man, that Jose Bodega, because a lot of these people have the subpoena was issued, but like say for instance the subpoena on Trap Boy, it was issued, but it haven't came back in the portal as executed yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
But Bodegas then popped up. Let me go. Bodegas popped up sometime in October, was it? And his was executed by hand. They let me know that nigga there. Yeah.
They put his paperwork in his hand.
Most definitely.
They ain't have to send it by mail. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga didn't run from it. He opened the door.
Just put it in his hand.
He opened whatever door he was in and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" "Yes, I'm Jose Bodega." "Oh, this for me? Thank you."
Thank you.
That's what that nigga did.
I will be there.
You could bet your bottom dollar I'll be there.
I'll be there with a smile on my face.
What street nigga is taking a subpoena in hand though?
One that they might have caught off guard or something. Maybe let's say they might have caught him off guard. He was outside in the
I'm
yard.
still ain't opening my hand to take.
Walking to the car. They walked up on him. Hey, you Jose? What's up, Jose? You Jose? Yeah, here, man. You know, I got some mail for you here. Put it in this hand.
Executed. What was it on October 8th?
On October 8th is when he got served.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. And all of them is saying that this guy, Bodega, is most definitely one of the people, you know. That's telling. From the horse mouth, from Keyone mouth anyway. It said that Devin was telling, Trap Boy telling, Jerry telling, everybody telling but him is what he said. That's cold. That's cold.
Mm-hmm. Came to him at the 8th day of September. So he got it on the 8th day of September. But they just filed it a month later, October 8th. But he had it, he received it on September 8th. So damn, that was down there right around the time where it first came. Okay, so shit, as soon as they issued his was executed. So that means
he on house arrest. So you know
he received his the same day.
That the nigga on house arrest. So he had to open the door. Or they were gonna say he on the run or something.
That nigga protect the custody. Nigga no house arrest. Nigga protect the custody.
That what Keyone them said they on PC.
I believe.
That's crazy, man. But shit, I ain't gonna keep you up here. Nah, he taking too long. I ain't gonna keep you here all day. I already been in here 4 hours. It's time to get out. I appreciate you coming up. You know what I'm saying? Filling in a couple of blanks for me, Josh. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations on being Keyone White's favorite blogger.
Hey, slow down. But I take it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, man. You know I'm gonna come rock out, man, with the sidewalk gang with the lab, man. This is my favorite. This is my favorite Mo3 content place over here, man. Just so y'all know, man. This is where I come to. I ain't got to worry about all that extra stuff, man. So y'all make sure y'all support In the Lab Live, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Already.
Salute, my guy.
I bet. Yeah, man. So we kind of walked it down through that, man. I gave y'all a little replay, you know, of what was going on over there where I went last night. You know what I'm saying? Josh and them most definitely dropped a brand new video over there regarding this situation, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to Room 901, man, y'all go check it out. Shout out to Josh for pulling up. Even put Loudons down there if y'all don't mind, man. You know, if you're interested in what Keyone got to say, I guess that's where you're going to be saying that. You know, you can definitely pull over there as well. You know, I go there from time to time just to, you know, try to catch him in some lies or something, you know, because I don't be believing half of what he say. I know he'll lie to me, you know, as of last night. But like I said, I had to give Loudon credit because maybe even if he didn't want to answer those questions, ask those questions, or even if he felt like, you know, my questions were relevant, you know, he still asked them. So, you know, I must definitely give him credit for that. So shout out to him as well, you know, for putting that whole thing together, man. And yeah, man, just like my title say, I went over everything off in, you know, they most definitely said over there that Trap Boy Freddy was most definitely snitching, you know, in so many words. So yeah, don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? This is all alleged. Go take it up with your guy, Keyone White.